Hey guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the notifications if you want to see more videos and walkthroughs from the EHG community. Thank you very much. What is up, everybody? It's Nikko from the EHG community coming back to you with some Metroid Dread. We're going to continue off where we're at. Alright, so I don't remember what happened last time. Like, I've been literally, I would say, like, on and off of many different walkthroughs. Like, I'm doing iNinja, I'm doing things like Paper Mario, and I'm doing Metroid Dread. So I'm like stuck in between 3 different walkthroughs at the moment. So right now I don't know where I'm at, so I'm trying to figure out where am I. Alright, so going through here, trying to find out where else we need to go. Most likely we need to go down here. Alright, so let's go down here. I think we went through here. No. Oh yeah. Now I remember. The X-Parasite got out today. And with it getting out today, why is it bugging? I shall kill you. Don't make me mad. But with it getting out, it started to infect a lot of people on the planet. So with that infecting a lot of people on the planet, more monsters have come out, more like, creatures have came out and everything. So with that, we ended up, like, as I said, having to hunt down more X-Parasites. Now, with the X-Parasite, Samus is actually, immune to it because of the Metroid DNA in her body. So that's a good thing about that. So now, with that happening, what is this over here? Why is this not letting me? Come on, man. Alright, but yeah, with the Metroid DNA in her body, she's not affected by the parasite anymore. And this was this game is canon to Metroid Fusion, which is interesting. I actually find that very interesting. And no, we have gone the wrong way. But yeah, I actually like that. I actually like the fact that it's canon to Metroid Metroid Fusion. But it is not canon to the main story of Metroid, like Metroid Prime. So it's completely a different story here. So that's what it is right now. But otherwise, it is it's actually a pretty good story. How long I've been playing, and I really like how it's well designed. Now, here's one thing that annoys the hell out of me, and I want to go about talking about this because this is very important to me. I've seen a lot of people, as soon as the game came out, complain about the new Pokemon game. I'm just like, my guys, why are we complaining about it now? Like, what's the purpose of complaining about this? And then I realize it's just freaking people that want to complain over nothing, And then people are like wondering, it's like, oh, why are people sticking up for this? Why are people sticking up for this? So apparently there's issues with, like, frame drops, which is a major thing that could be updated. And they said that the game does not look graphically on par with other games. Now, here's my thing. There are some games out there that are not graphically on par with others. But I don't really go to a point where I'm just saying, oh, the game is terrible because it doesn't look as good as this game. Here's my problem with that. When we go to that aspect, or when we go to the fact of, oh, you know, it doesn't look as good as this game or that game, then guess what? It doesn't really help the company want to be better. It doesn't even help, you know, make a company want to do better. You know? It just goes to a point where it's like, you know what? Why are you guys talking about this so much? You know? It's like, there should be more important aspects that should be worried about than just the graphics themselves. I mean, you know, sometimes you can't really please everybody. And that's the part that sucks. You know? Sometimes you want to impress the whole group of people, but sometimes you can't. It's lame, in my opinion, that people just go crazy and get upset over major things like, oh, you know, the graphics are not as good. Like, you know, the graphics should be in par for something that is 2022. You know, it's like, if that's the case, then why are games that are not graphically good in like compared to games now, why are they being compared? I'll give you an example of this. People will tell me something like, oh, you know, the games back then were more cared for, they were thought of, they were more prettier, there were no issues with them. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, when you go back to games, like back then compared to now, a lot of them are fucking ugly. Real ugly. Nobody can go ahead and tell me that, oh, you know what? Final Fantasy VII from the original PlayStation is still one of the best looking games. That shit was ugly as hell. But we can't stop the fact that Final Fantasy VII is one of the most iconic Final Fantasies. We can't stop the fact that, oh, maybe during the time, hey, yeah, yes, back then, it was graphically like advanced. This is one of the first 3D Final Fantasies. But then people get to a point where they're just comparing too goddamn much. Like, geez, I get it. You want a great game. We all do. But then at one point, you are so bougie with your freaking ideals. Like I have a friend who is massively bougie with what game he wants. And you know what? Fine. You know what? You want to have a game in a specific way, then fine. Go ahead. Have the game in any specific way that you wish. But it's like, it gets annoying to a point where it's like, you know what, my guy, alright, now you're being too fucking bougie. Now you're being like too freaking like bougie with things that really don't fucking matter. And that's just me. I could care less if a game looks graphically terrible. If it doesn't work with gameplay, if it doesn't work with anything like that, then yeah, it's not worth getting, in my opinion. But people just want every game to freaking fail. And it goes to a point where it's like, oh, why can't we hold them to the standard of other games? I'll tell you why. Because if you hold them to a standard that doesn't exist, then guess what? It's not going to be good. It's never good to hold a game to a standard that doesn't exist. Like, a game right now can be 720 and 60 FPS, but still play amazingly. I don't think people realize that. A lot of people don't realize that because they're more worried on certain aspects that don't even exist. That's just me on that. What is this? Hello? Oh my god. Am I getting it? Am I getting it finally? Purple. Yas, queen. Da 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 da. Freaking awesome. So we got the gravity suit, which means now we can go ahead and move in water, in lava, and we can move freely. And with that, you know, you see right there? Got more free space. Oh, I got free space, bitches. Guess what? All of you gonna die now. See? Screw attack one. No, but yeah. I think people go to a point where they try to put a standard in video games that don't exist. Because with the standard of video games that don't exist, they always tend to be like ridiculous. And that's why I talk about it so much.
Uploading data.
Let me see what it is real quick. So let's go.
EX have spread across the entire planet. Assume all living organisms have by now been replaced by X. There is another problem you may have noticed. The temperature of ZDR has started to fall. I cannot say for certain if the X are to blame, but the drop in temperature is indisputable. The gravity suit should keep you insulated from the effect of low temperatures. Even so.
Okay, so now over the planet now we have low temperature. But yeah, I would say with some people are just like too bougie with their expectations. I think some people need to just chill the hell out with some of the things here, because I feel like, hey, you know what? There's so much more that people can complain about. There's so much more that people can like say something about. But because, you know, there are games that look absolutely amazing, but you know, in my opinion, boring as hell. That are not good with gameplay. You know. But you know, that's just an opinion. I never go based off of I would say I never go based off of like someone else's opinion, because when it comes to that, like, people want to go ahead and throw their opinion to a point where it's like all over you. It's like, oh, you know what? If someone supports this game, or someone supports like for instance, if someone supports the company that makes it, and they're shills, they're fanboys, it's like, no, it's just that they don't have specific things like that sound ridiculous. And sometimes people make it to a point where it just sounds real ridiculous. It's like come on, man. It's like, so now you have to insult a whole entire fan base because of the fact that, oh, guess what? We now support a game that is not even, that it doesn't have to be graphically amazing. We support a game from a company that honestly has not given any big issue with any people. It's really all, like, you know, all the ones that cause the problem are the ones that are the fan base. And I'll give you an example of that. For things like Pokemon, I would never ever listen to a fan base. Never. I would never listen to a fan base due to the fact that fan base would do something to a point where they bully everybody, or where they bully someone who works there, which they have before. It's really embarrassing that you know, that someone has to feel that, you know. I don't know why people have to make others feel so bad for making a game. It's not really, like, you know, choice of their own. Like, sometimes even the game developer has to just listen to what the guy who is, like, you know, in the business area who makes the game for the business area. So listening to what they have to say, you know? And how is that hitting me so damn much? That's too much damage. But yeah, but stuff like that, it goes to a point where they do stuff like you know, bully the developers, they bully even the voice actors, and like the voice actor of Brigitte got majorly bullied for something that she can't control. The game, she can't control what decisions they make for the game. That's all based on the developers. That's all based on the company. And you know, it goes to a point where it's like, you guys are acting really ridiculous. You know? Like, people just act majorly ridiculous on major levels. To a point where it's like, you guys are just doing way too much and you're making people's lives miserable. And that's another reason why it's so hard to even listen to a loyal fan base, because of the fact that they would tend to be a lot more toxic and a lot more toxic than those who actually want to be like, oh, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. You know, that's just my thing about it. It's like, I will not listen to those who will criticize it for no reason. Like if somebody tells me, oh, my game is just ugly because, I would not listen to you. If like somebody tells me, I'm like for instance, how do I say this? I'm sorry, I'm also focusing on the fight here. Nope. Nasty. But yeah, it goes to a point where it's like, if somebody tells me like with bad critique, like, you know, I'm not gonna listen to it. Like for instance, I can give a critique right now on a video game. And I'll tell you what it is. Like for instance, I don't like The Witcher. I think The Witcher story is extremely boring. I don't find it interesting of a story enough that it will drag me along to play the game. I think the gameplay can be very boring too. And you know, with stuff like that, I think it's an amazing, beautiful game. I think I would rather prefer to see a lot more from it. I mean, in the sense, like, you know, a lot less slower gameplay. I'm more of a guy who likes faster gameplay, you know? I don't see too much of faster gameplay from the Witcher. There's another thing. For instance, Persona 5. I like the idea of Persona 5. I think Persona 5 is one of the greatest RPG games of all time. One of them. I think, in my opinion, that for Persona 5, I think there should be a lot more choices to be able to, like, not to freely do things, not without a timer, you know? Like for instance, we have a certain timer with like the calendar. I think with that, it helps us increase and gain more experience, and try to go ahead and want us to do a lot more. Or like things like, you know, for instance, with things like, how do I say this? I'm trying to say this in the most way that I could possibly explain the most. Like to a point where I could just at least be able to like get more experience, or even increase my I would say my relationship with all the other characters, you know, like Yuji or Anne or Makoto, or even like, you know, Akechi, which I don't know why a lot of people want to work with that man, but you know what I mean. So that's just my thing about it. But I think people go to a major extent when they critique in a bad area where it doesn't make any sense, or where they just want to critique without like proper giving proper critique, like, you know, ideas for it. Like in my opinion, I don't understand why people were like, oh, how do I say this? I'm trying to go ahead and say this in the proper way here, which I can stay out, because I mostly am not really good with speaking on camera. Sometimes I just try to go ahead and talk about, oh, you know, things like, oh, you know what, you know, just what is going on in the game. So, like, if somebody tells me, you know, oh, you know what, I just think this game sucks because it looks ugly. Alright, what can I change about it? And they can't tell me, then, you know, you're not worth listening to. It's just my opinion. You're not worth listening to. Is that, oh, you know what, I think this game can be better. I'm like, how can it be better? I don't know. It's just, it just needs to be better. No, that doesn't help me. If somebody comes up to me and tells me, hey, I think this game can be better because I think we need better, or more choices.
I have determined the reason for the planet's rapid cooling. This area, area, is located in the depths of the planet. Much of it will be frozen. Find a way to thaw any of the central controls and return here after salt.
Alright, so like I said, like, hey, I feel like there needs to be a lot more better things with the cosmetics. I think we need to be able to go ahead and do more customization. I believe, you know, character customization is lacking in this area, because I want to be able to customize my character, or, you know, add in a certain story with this. I want to know, like, a lot more backstory with these characters, or this and that. You know, those are good aspects of, you know, critique. Because I could say, for instance, oh, I hate Call of Duty because of the fact that I feel like it's the same. Okay? But then how am I supposed to go ahead and give them critique, not apply anything of change to them? You know what I mean? So, like, for instance, if I'm gonna say, oh, Call of Duty can be better, I'd say maybe how it can be better. Like, for instance, like Call of Duty, I think it can be better if you don't put in a battle pass. I don't like the fact that, like, you know, we put in a battle pass, and we put in a battle pass, and then all of a sudden, you know, we got things like, you know, I would say, like, how do I say, it's like, we got things like, you know, weapons that are like in the battle pass, and with them in the battle pass, they're sometimes better than the original guns. I feel like nerfing and buffing should be more important than the actual battle pass. You see, that's critique. You know, people just don't know how to do that properly, because there is a proper way to do it. But when people don't do it like that, it goes to a point where it's like, should I listen to you? Like, should I actually just listen to you right now? Because, you know, I don't know if you're being serious. I don't know if you're trolling. I don't know if you're joking around. Because a lot of people would like certain aspects of the game. A lot of people like certain things that are better here and there. But then, you're the only one that doesn't like it. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by that. That's what I mean by certain areas of critique need to be better. And as a gamer and as a person who knows things like certain game designs and aspects, it makes it a lot more difficult for the developers, because they really cannot make those decisions because they have to go through the business area. A developer wants to give you a good game, but sometimes things like rushing out a game is possible. Sometimes things like where a game does not look on par that it's supposed to is possible. I just think people just need to be a little bit more considerate about that. I think a lot of people need to stop getting in with this idea that there's a standard. That's just my opinion. But that's just how I feel about it, because I feel like, you know, there are games that get shitted on majorly because of that aspect. think as gamers, we need to do a lot more better than that. But that's just that's just me on that aspect. But I really just hope, like, you know, things for them don't go too crazy where somebody has to, like, you know, start sending death threats and everything. Because a lot of people have done that. And go to a point where it's like, you know what, people have to shut down Twitters, you know, to shut this and that down. It's like, come on guys, you guys are making things so much harder for someone who is just trying to do their job. But yeah, I plan on possibly getting a new Pokemon game. I think it's a cool aspect. I think it's something that everybody wanted, and then when it came up, I don't understand what people were so upset about it. People were just saying, oh, it should look like something that is from 4K, or it looks like 2022. Like, if that's the case, why do you keep on playing games that are like from 1990 and try to compare them to games from 1990? Like, there's no reason for that, because the games from 1990 look absolute shit. Like, nobody can tell me right now that the old Final Fantasy looks better than the new Final Fantasy. Nobody can tell me that. And if somebody were to tell me that, I would call them a bold-faced liar. Because things like that would make no sense to me. It's like, oh, you know what? Why can't games look as good as this game back then? Because they do. You just think that they look good. It's just a preference. Like, for instance, I know for a fact nobody can tell me that Pokemon Omega Ruby or Pokemon Ruby look just as good as Sword and Shield, or look just as good as Arceus right now. There's no way in hell. As I said, if somebody were to tell me that, I would call them a bold-faced liar. With no hesitation. Think that. But yeah, that is what annoys the hell out of me. Is anybody willing to go to the extent just to shit on the game, you know? Just for no fucking reason. That's the major extent. Oh boy. Looks like we got a boss battle. We got ourselves a boss battle. Hello there, Purple Samus. What is this gooey, nasty gum stuff? Something with heat. Uh-oh. That is nasty. That is nasty. I got my purple suit. I'm ready for a showdown. We're about to get a smackdown. Not a Raw, but a smackdown. You know, it wouldn't kill yet to freaking, like, literally just go ahead. To a point where I'm just like, hey, you know what? Oh my goodness, I know for a fact that that was another time where the freaking counter system sucked up. Nope. 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 The counter system always tends to fuck me over, I don't know why. I I think like literally when it comes to games like RCS and stuff like that, people are just like too bougie, and people just need to calm down a little bit. I think people need to go ahead and understand, like, you know, things are not gonna be their way. That's just how it is. Whether or not you're a consumer, everything does not go your way. If that was the case, every business will go out of whack. They have it the consumer's way, because of the fact that if they went by one consumer's idea of what good customer service is, or what you needed for an item, they would go broke. That's straightforward, because they wouldn't be trying to attract a new audience or this or that, or they wouldn't try to go ahead and give something new, a different aspect, being complained about, you know, being the same. I mean, it's like stuff like that needs to be considered. Come on, whip that ass. Come on. Take all those freaking ice missiles to your face. Don't be pissed off at me. Be pissed off at yourselves. Be pissed off at yourself. Oh. Come on. Oh, you didn't like that, did you? My guy, what the hell happened? Why couldn't I freaking... I can't even get to a point where I can hit him. Jeez. Excuse me. What am I hitting that is causing me to literally get screwed over? Nope. Now I'm gonna beat your ass for being stupid. I'm tired of you. Take all this damn freaking ice to your dome. Do you understand what this is? Alright? You're Machine Gun Kelly in the raccoon, alright? Right now, I am old dirty bastard right now. Straight from the Brooklyn Zoo. Get at me. Kill you. See that? What the fuck, dude? What? Are you serious? Bro, why are you not? Oh, Samus, come on, sweetheart. You're killing me, babe. What are you doing? It's like, seriously. Like, I'm getting to a point where it's like, come on, are you gonna be doing these abilities, or what? What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do to make you do what you gotta do, sweetheart? I don't know. What is it? See, with that, I need to jump precisely. Like, this shit is annoying. Everywhere I go, this guy is managing to hit. Come on, dude. Like, how am I supposed to get through that if you're not gonna let me? Oh my god. I can't fathom the idea that I can't freaking hit this guy. See, like, look at that. Oh my goodness, Unlock Breath does way too much damage. Like there's so, like, even with this gravity suit and these suits that I have, they do all so many perks, but keep me the fuck alive. It's like God, like, I can't even keep alive with these damn suits. Like, geez, like, is it okay? Is it okay if I could be alive? Is it alright? I guess not. You don't want me to live at all, so. Freaking insane. So, we're not gonna end this episode on that point. We're gonna try to beat it. I know it's probably gonna be a lot more longer, but we're definitely gonna beat it. We are definitely gonna beat this episode. I am not giving up on this episode. No, not gonna happen. God damn it, I always get hit. Where's freaking Sam? Oh, not gonna happen. Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass with these freaking missiles. That's what's gonna happen. You're not gonna stop me. It's missiles to your fucking dome. That's what it is. And the fact that this girl lands on this same platform, I don't know. This bitch has fucking aim of a god. Athletics of a freaking 30 gymnast. Not gonna happen, buddy. You don't like that. Don't be upset now. See, when I try to get a perfect jump, I can't do so because of that freaking. There you go. Oh, I can't even shoot him up here. Don't be upset with me. I have no right being upset. Don't you fucking yell at me again. Okay, so like my dash didn't want to work out either. There you go. There you go. Okay. Double the freaking dome killage. My guy. I keep on saying my guy, but I know that Samus's a woman though. But it's like getting annoying massively with how this damn stupid monster is treating me. There you go. Killed him. He's done for. She's walking right towards him. She don't give two shits either. Oh, damn. Aren't those things allowed to float, though? I guess not. Now, the generator for the planet, the heating system for the planet, works out. Nice. Do 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 Scooby Doo we do. So, I guess we don't go up here either. Oh, there's something up here. Oh, I need a screw attack. See if I get it. Alright, let's see if we can find a safe place here. Oh yeah, we got a safe place right up here. Alright, coolness. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and continue on for another time. Definitely subscribe to the EHG community. Definitely turn on your notifications for when we get new streams and new videos set out. Definitely join us on our Facebook group, our Discord channel. Make sure to go ahead and check out our merchandise. Follow the Like on Twitter, and then follow us on Glimish. But this is Nico from the EHG community. Stay tuned for another episode of Metroid Dread, and remember that there's always something amazing on the horizon.